missed something. Forgot to put the bottom bar down. Got to do that. There's the taskbar. If I do not do that, it will literally just get in the way of what you see. I don't know. There's words I'm not thinking of right now. And I also didn't draw an image yet. Why? I don't know. I just didn't. I don't know. Hold on. We'll get into streaming soon. Doing all the crap. Like animating and drawing. I haven't worked on the Peter. Peter is something I do not work on the side. I just work on it every single stream. But I did work on like a couple other stream or animations. They're surprise, so no showing. But there's like 3. There's 4. 3 of them are gonna all go into one thing. And the last one is just its own thing. I just have a bunch of audio cues, so I'm just going to use them. That's pretty much all the reasoning. One of them is literally just because I have a bunch of audio cues. I had it, so I'm going to use it. So I guess we should start, just put docs in description. Because it is. Also, so is my ArtFight. I did that, and it's pretty much just you go on. Oh crap! You go on, you make your own characters, while you also draw other people's characters to gain points, and whoever's team has the most points at the end of the month wins. And my characters are the most. Some of them are normal. Like, if you've seen any of the other previous streams, you would know there's Peter. Obviously, Peter is probably the most used out of all of them. I think one stream I made a dude named Dale. I think I made that on stream. I don't know which one. George Image. He was from one of the streams too. Stoner Tony was from the last stream. He's on there too. And all the Commercial Melon on. They're each separate ones, but they're all one big thing too. But then comes in the other ones, which particularly are not good. Like, when I mean not good, like some of them are good, but some of them, oh my god, they're awful. Here, I made a video on my second channel of 2 of the characters I created, and I am going to play it on stream right now. It's called Sesame Street Country. I know it's a great name, and it goes with. It doesn't want to work right now, but it does go with the whole characters. It's hands down probably the worst thing I think I've ever drawn. And I don't usually stray into drawing weird crap. If it ever once, I have no idea how to put this on the other screen, by the way. I've never done it before. I think it'll just auto adjust. Yep. Don't look at my liked. It's my liked. No one can see it, even though you can. Will this actually play? I've never played a video before on recording. But we can try. I don't know if anyone's here, but it's gonna be bad. Here, I'll play it just for you guys. that is what I created. I created Sesame Street Country. And why I created it, I don't know. I don't know why I created it. But all I know is that it was absolutely awful. And then that throws into the ArtFight. I made both of those in ArtFight character. Which, if you didn't know their names, Elmo is Elmo Kong, and Diddy, Cookie Monster is Diddy Monster. But, and both were redrawn, which is the whole point of the ArtFight thing, which is you're supposed to redraw others. But the Diddy, oh my god, the Diddy is so horrid. Like, the Elmo Kong was it was S for Smash, because it was supposed to be a joke on that. Oh, the Diddy is just, the Diddy. Someone made this. And it is horrid, it is so bad. It is on a whole nother level of it's just awful. Oh my god. I love it. It's the funniest thing. Is my voice recording? I can't tell, so we're just gonna look at the stream on my phone. I can do that, right? My media is on. Okay, it is. Do I sound drunk? That's good. It's good. Good if I sound drunk. My mic sucks. It's just a simple mic I bought. So, yeah. But that is probably the worst thing I think I've ever created. It was just. Here, I can put the image on. I can import the image. I still have it. Shh, don't look at any of those awful things. And I think it was still called Sesame Street Country. I don't even remember. I think I was like with my friend. I'm like, hey dude, I'm gonna make this thing, and he's like, why? And it's just like, I don't know. There they are. Sesame Street Country. I just took the two intros and I erased Donkey Kong off the country. And there we go, Sesame Street Country. Diddy Monster was just based off, like, I made Elmo Kong. I'm like, let's just make Diddy Monster. I think Diddy Monster is worse, actually. I don't know why he's worse, but I think he's worse. Because it's just... It's Diddy Monster. How could you just not hate it? How could you like that? It is just... It's so bad. It's so bad. I don't know how... It's just weird. It's just all weird. And I'm going to stop talking about it since I feel like I'm talking about it too much and I'm spitting all over my freaking screen. Because I'm gross. So we're going to move on to just making something, I guess. Welcome to Art. It's your host. Me. No one knows my name. You want to know why? It's because I don't exist. So we need a brush or a pen. We can get a marker up in here. I don't know why the marker is so tiny. I don't know what this does. Holy crap, that's huge. Okay, so that's just... Okay. Get to that later. There's paint. Okay, looks very straightforward. There's spray paint. Spray paint's good. You take it and then you hit shadow. Oh, look at that. There's lines there now. I just use opacity. Or just use a whole different layer. It's easier that way. I don't know what this does. Oh, blend. Is it just like... Is that how you blend? Oh, it's gone. Does it blend like that? It's supposed to blend like that? Okay, let's try something else. Let's try that. Except we're gonna bring out big brush. Gonna get some black in there too. And then we're gonna get him blend. Blur, I guess. I don't know. I don't use this crap. Yes. Fingertip. I can just be like a child in an art museum, you know? I mess everything up. Yay! It looks like it's crunchy sounding. Crunchy. It looks like TV static at this point. Can you guys hear that? My brother is like, he's playing Xbox. But his version of playing with his friends is that you can hear him throughout the entire house. And that's because he's really loud, and the fact that it's like in the middle of the house. So if you go downstairs, you can hear him, and if you go upstairs, you can hear him. And he gets louder the farther you go into the night if someone doesn't shut him up, and if you shut him up, it's like a reset button, where he's eventually just going to get loud again. It's okay, he'll stop at like 4 a.m. It's great. We just gotta wait. What time is it? 7:30. When is 4 a.m.? How many hours is that? That's like 9. That's just 9 hours. 9 hours of streaming, man. What are we gonna stream? We're just eventually gonna get back to Sesame Street Country. Copy stamp. What? I don't know what that says. Soothing watercolor. Let's make it bigger. Soothing. Look how soothing that looks, man. It makes the crunchy smooth. You know how things look crunchy. Things look crunchy. That looks crunchy. If there was sound to go with that, it'd be like a shriek of like a violin or something. It makes sense, okay? I know what I'm doing. Who needs to be an artist when you can just be a 14-year-old with Clip Studio and you don't look at tutorials? Who needs tutorials? I just draw a bunch of crap until I figure something out. And it's kind of working. Please tell me you cannot hear my brother downstairs. Please tell me you cannot hear him downstairs. Like, I would really want to know. Honestly. Dude, if you can hear him, just put it in the chat. Because it all depends if I'm gonna go and say something. Because there's an audio line, and I don't think it's going up when he talks. It could just be the computer, because it does pick up the computer, and it also picks up the fan. Okay, I got the answer. Thank you. You spelled his name wrong, but okay. Good. That's what we need. There's no reason to kick someone's teeth in when they're not doing anything wrong. It's always good. Always. Always good. Always. Good. I have no idea what to do. I mean, oh wait, my drawing stuff. I forgot. Nice. Nice. Such a great an image. Just Bert. Where is he? Bert is God. There's Ernie too. I know Ernie isn't as good as Bert. But still, what about Ernie? You know, all the characters we know from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I'm not gonna keep it on the side anymore. It just gets in the way. Let's get him. Okay, Bert's yellow. Okay, very common knowledge that Bert is the color. He is a primary color. Okay, his ears are less color. So his ears. Bert's ears. Is this the same? No, it's not. Bert. Bert. There he is, Bert. Ernie does not suck Balaz. Okay? I know you misspelled it, but I'm gonna say it Balaz. Looking at the doc, and they say Ernie sucks balls. Ernie does not suck, okay? He's the only character who can defeat Goku. Okay, you don't watch enough of Sesame Street to know this, man. Not enough. There we go. This is what Ernie looks like. He has punk hair. Too lazy to draw the actual thing. So we're just gonna do this. That's Ernie. He has a big unibrow. He looks like Rick. You know what? Let's just... that's a genius. Ernie Rick. Ernie Rick. We both have unibrows, so I can do this. Ernie Rick. Ernie Rick. That Pickle Rick was cool. No, Ernie Rick, bro. There we go. He looks great. Ernie Rick. Man, this and Elmo Kong are the reasons why I should not be doing. I should not have a computer. Ernie Rick. Ernie Rick. Oh no, Bert Rick. Crap! I've been saying Ernie this entire time. I sure do know my characters. Like, isn't SpongeBob like the pink guy? Mr. Krabs, you know, Mr. Krabs is the Mr. Krabs, you know him. He's the plumber in Smash Bros. Like, all the great characters. Like Bert Rick. Brick. This is Brick. He is now named Brick. There is no Ernie. Ernie doesn't exist in the Bert Rick universe. Ernie was there, he died. Ernie sadly died. He was cut from the show because he sucked. You know? I can only imagine if, like, if you're new. If someone new is here and they're just like, ooh, a stream from a small YouTuber, what is this? And then they get on and they just see that. Or even worse, they see Elmo Kong and Diddy Monster. They're gonna get on and then they're just like, oh, they're like, what the heck is happening? What is this? What are those? Like, no, they're not gonna understand. They're just gonna be like, is this person needs help or something? I'm making things like this. Awful. Rick doesn't suck ducks. You're right. Look at that, guys. He does not suck ducks. That is amazing. I love how he does not eat ducks. That's great. He should not be eating ducks, okay? They aren't good for the cholesterol. He doesn't need it. Okay, he is good. He doesn't need ducks in his diet. He does not eat them whole and go to the park and eat them whole like Ernie does. Ernie just goes to the park and then there's just no more ducks. This is like such a train wreck. Like, all the rest of my streams are like, oh, there's music and I'm animating. Or even my last talking stream was like, I was animating and I was making my own characters. No, Brick, and he doesn't eat ducks from the goddamn park. Wow. This is amazing. How is it still highlighted on the dock? The image is highlighted. I got rid of the highlighting stuff. How is it still how? I had one person do that and now everything is highlighted. What have I done? Oh yeah, I forgot. He needs a black hole in his mouth because that's what all the cartoon characters have. Also, his teeth are still yellow. I should probably not have teeth be yellow. There we go. Oh crap, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted either. There we go. We have another message on the dock. What is it? Ernie Morty. Oh no, it's north now. Never mind. Ernie Morty. Ernie. Yeah, sure. Do Ernie Morty. I mean, we already have, you know, we have Elmo Kong and Diddy Monster. We already have Brick. Ernie Morty. I don't know what his name's gonna be. Nerdy. His name is Nerdy. He is Orin. Okay. We're just gonna make like a circle. There he is. He looks like a pumpkin. There's his ears. He's gonna get big ears in here. Oh no. That's a brown. Okay, and now we just need his hair. Okay. This is how you draw hair. I know what I'm doing. Obviously, as you can see, I am the artist here. If I just draw really fast lines, it'll be hair. Morty's nose is always the hardest thing for me for some reason. Alright, he's gonna have some, you know, like classic colors, like that. And it's like gonna be like red. Oh crap. It's gonna be red. Because I am looking at the image. That's not red. The other one's gonna be blue, because I'm too lazy to look at the image even though it's right in front of me. There. We have our great characters. Brick. And and Murney. Brick and Murney. Oh god, what am I doing? When I wanted to get into drawing in like 5th grade, I don't think I ever expected to go and like sit down when I was like 11 in 5th grade. I was like, man, I just want to draw stuff. I started drawing comics. I don't think I ever sat down and thought like, what am I going to be drawing when I'm older? If I did think about it, I don't think in a million years Brick, Murney, Elmo Kong, and Diddy Monster would ever be in any of those goddamn thoughts ever. It's weird to think that I started off with comics. They were so simple, too. They were so simple. One of them was like a really old age, and they were playing checkers. Dude loses, he gets mad, he flips the table. Then it was modern day, where they were playing a Wii U, which was like the whole Nintendo console at the time. Dude gets mad, he breaks the TV, and then I just wrote coincidence, I think not. So simple. So simple. So simple. And then it got into digital, and it was downhill from there. Because I used to use Microsoft Whiteboard. And that worked really well until they updated it, and it sucked balls. So I started using this. And this works pretty well. And I make crap like this. I make Brick and Murney. God, man. Just God, man. Just, I'm gonna try and make it so it does not do the thing I don't like, which is just, there you go. I think now if someone puts something on this is the dock under the image that's already there, it should not bold, and it should not highlight since the text did not highlight, but it should not bold, but the text did bold. So if anyone is seeing this and is like, man, I want him to make absolute garbage like this, go ahead. Go ahead. It's free reign there, as long as it doesn't have anything to do with like just NSFW and inappropriateness, which I hate that word since I sound like a first grade teacher when my children said pee-pee. I never liked that word, but it's the only word I can think of. So yeah, as long as there's like no gore and no like bad things on there, I'll do it. And I'm not even putting it on stream in the first place, so I guess it's all good. Can I close this? I feel like I can shrink this. I can't. Guess not. Oh, God damn it. We have another Elmo character. God damn it. What is with the I know I made Elmo Kong in Diddy Monster. I know it. I know I did. I'll draw it, but and it's supposed to be your name under the image so I can give credit. It's not supposed to be Ernie sucks balls. Is that your name? There's no spaces. And it folded again. I'll do it. I'll make the guy from the trash can. He's a trash man. He eats garbage. Except he's getting 1,000 by 1,000 instead. Because he's one. He is going to be great. Okay. He is very scraggly, so we'll just do that after. We'll make him outline green. Okay. Here's his head. Okay. Now we need black for the eyes and stuff. Thank you, friend LJB681. They put their name, and I'm guessing you're the same person who put Bert and Ernie. That is a hard assumption, but I think that's the assumption. So, yeah. Gotta get some eyebrows in there. No, he has just soulless eyes. And here's his mouth. And we need his tongue. There we go. He looks great. Now we need brown. Oh no, that's not the right thing. It's the same person who had them both, and I'll do it. I'll do it. I said I was gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. We need strands now. Strands of just so many strands. He is very hairy. Just so very hairy. It's really windy, so it's all kind of just going over there and onto the sides. Like, there's just like a fan in his face. And I should probably create a different color so it'll go over, but yeah. And we need brown. Oh, that's not the right brown. This is the right brown. Yes, there we go. There he is. Oscar the Couch. He looks great. He looks like he did literally just jump out of a dumpster. 2. So we've gone through a lot of Elmo characters already. It's been... how long? It's been half an hour. And I already talked about Elmo Kong and Diddy Monster, and I showed the video. Then we made Brick and Murney. Now we have Oscar the Grouch. So, yeah. A lot of Elmo. I haven't watched Elmo since I was like 2. I don't know. I don't even know if I watched it. All I remember is I watched like Dora, and there was Dora, obviously. Okay, that was one character. There was Boots. There was Swiper, you know, Swiper. For some, it was like the criminal, but like if you said to tell the criminal to like go away, he just leaves. It's great. There was the bag. Was the bag alive? I think the bag was alive, right? Or was that another show? So yeah. I hope that's where the Elmo saga ends, because I'm gonna put. I'm not gonna put Brick and Murney on my ArtFight, which is in the description, and it's just you draw other things to get points, and same people do to you. You draw your characters. It's simple. I already put Elmo Kong and Diddy Monster on there, and I kind of regret it already. So I am not putting Brick and Murney on there. You can draw them and then tweet it at me. If you have a Twitter, which I do. And it's on my channel, so. Yeah. This is just. It's weird. This has been more on my doc. On the Google Doc. This has been more than like 2 of the streams, actually. Because sometimes it's super slow, and I just do animating. Because no one will put anything on there. But man, we already have like 2 images. Insane. I don't know. My question is, I don't know how it is, but I think you know you're a big YouTuber when your content starts to get stolen. Does that make sense? Like, you know you're a big YouTuber when you find like a channel just stealing all of your content. I feel like that's when you start to know that you're a big YouTuber. Same goes with constant demonetization and all that crap. But I feel like that's one of the clear signs. And obviously, I don't think anyone is like going to steal Elmo Kong or any of that. So it's not a big YouTuber. But, you know. I feel like that's actually kind of good so far. And this is not even on this channel. It's on my second channel, which is just It's just all crap like that. It's just all weird stuff. Like, there is a bunch of weird stuff like that. Okay, let's move on to something else now. Okay. Like, it's all exciting having Elmo Kong and stuff, but still, let's move on. I think one of my favorite things about the art fight is because I never actually thought people was gonna go draw my stuff, and the things I thought were gonna be drawn were not. Like Stoner Tony was not, which I thought was gonna happen. Peter was. Someone did eventually redraw Peter. One of the commercial men, it was Tropical Joe who was redrawn. The other two weren't. George was not redrawn. Elmo Kong and Diddy Monster were drawn super fast. Like, they've been on there for like a day. Bam, like straight off the bat, people saw them. Like, I got a comment on Elmo Kong like 10 minutes after it was posted. Like, that was super fast. And then someone eventually did remake it. And the commercial men are its own. Like, there's the three singularly, and then they're just all together in one of them. And there's also a bunch of other characters that I've never had on stream or on my channel that are on here. There's Johnny. I made him. I was like, man, I need my own character on there. So I created Johnny. He kind of looks like Peter, if Peter had wavy hair and did not wear a long sleeve red shirt. Mr. Ronald. Mr. Ronald is just an image I think I stole off a stream. His name was Clean Mr. Bean. I just renamed him. There was Pixel Steve, which I made using a grid. I was like, I can use a grid, and then I made him. There was Water Dog when I kept saying water like Woida. Dale was also stolen. I made Dale before. I don't know when, but Dale was already made, and I was just like, let's put him on there. Same goes for George Image. And then there's like a couple other characters that are on there. Delmer. Delmer is just an old dude I made. It's only his head. That's all that's on there, and I'm really not surprised it hasn't been redrawn since it's literally just his face. And I put my brother's freaking Plants vs. Zombies foot soldier on there after I just redrew him. I was bored, so I redrew him, and then I sent it to him, and I'm like, hey, can I just slap that on this? And he's like, yeah. And also, I think the funniest part is, for that character, like, there's, like, a lot of, like, permissions and stuff on this, where it's, like, you cannot have gore on some. Like, you can choose not to have gore. You could choose not to have, like, NSFW. But for freaking Cletus, it's just like, yeah, you know, gore, like, blood everywhere. Who needs it? Who needs appropriate stuff? No, man, just blood everywhere. You know, classic Plants vs. Zombies content. Yeah, so, okay. I have a very, very weird idea. I want to do this where I draw a character. It's going to be my own character. But I want whoever is watching just to either slap a bunch of words into the chat describing the character, or just put random images on, like, the Google Doc. Like, if you want him to have a red shirt, just slap on a stock image of, like, a red shirt. If I think that'd be kind of cool. So if you can type in the chat to start describing a character, and I'll just draw what you're describing. Or if you go on the doc and just slap on like a red shirt or blue pants, man, he's gonna have a red shirt, blue pants. I think that's a great idea. This is probably gonna get really bad if it actually ends up being a thing, because it's gonna be like just something weird. But if you're watching and you want to do it, go ahead. Just slap in whatever. You know? slap it on in. So, the animation Peter, I don't think is ever actually going to have audio in it. Because it's all improvising. It's just, also it's all very sloppy. I was always thinking, like, with animations, like all the professional ones, they make images beforehand and then just put them on there. I now realize that some of them do not, but they just follow the goddamn lines, unlike I did. You know how his hair ends up being sharp sometimes. Like, it gets sharp. And I am totally to blame for that, but in my defense, I had no idea stabilization was a thing at all. Like, not in the slightest. Like, look at this. So stabilization is on 100 right now. It's on 100. Watch this. That was kind of straight, right? Okay, let's put it on 0 now. Look at that. Look at those differences. If I use stabilization on the animation with Peter, that would have looked so much better. Because it would have all followed. But since I had no idea it existed, it does not. Like, it could have ended up looking so much better. Like, Peter's hair wouldn't have turned sharp and stuff. And this guy's arm would not look like that. His arm, I could never get the arm that sticks in the air. This one. So that's a great circle. I could never get that one right. I don't know what it was. I couldn't get either of them right, but that was the one I already had the most trouble with. So yeah, the one thing I don't understand though is that when animators have audio and stuff, do they just like slap on the audio first and then go off of that, or do they just put the audio on after? Like, I understand putting on the audio after if you're making like. If you're making the audio yourself, but what if you're not making the audio yourself? What if you, like, I don't know, you make the, say if you just have a pre-recorded voice clip or something, do you put that on first? I think, wouldn't that make sense if you put it on first? In comparison to just animating and then just kind of having it fit by just editing the frames and crap. I don't know, I just feel like it'd be better. Also, something with stabilization is that it does not, you can't like squiggle that much. Like, look at that. That's on 100% stabilization. Now look at this. Like, that was so much more efficient. Like, look, you see that? Look at this. That is way worse. And then if I go slap on stabilization, there we go. That's pretty much just like the same line, maybe with like a couple differences. So yeah, I think my stuff's gonna start looking better if I start using that. Also, like I said, Peter, there was no planning into Peter, not even the character. Peter was just made up on the moment, on the spot. Same with the commercial man. And they were both just made up on spot on stream, since I was like, crap, man, I have nothing else to put on. What am I supposed to do? So I'm like, make an animation, and then that's how you made Peter. And then later on, I was like, I don't want to animate because it's just kind of tedious sometimes, but I don't have anything else to draw. Make the commercial man. Those were both made like that. And so, yeah. They were made on the spot. I don't know what I was talking about earlier, but that's the point now. Yeah, look at the difference of the line. You see how it squiggles so much? See the line squiggles? That does not do it with stabilization. Nothing like that. Also, from last stream, the Stoner Tony comic, I am no longer doing that. I just messed around with it for a little bit, and then I realized that if I hit, it says when you hit new, there's like a bunch of different things you can make. You can make an illustration, which is like these, animations, which are these, comics, and comic settings. I think it's like settings or something. Comics are the black and white comics and stuff like that. In settings, you can have color. And I did not do it on settings, so he had no color. Which is something I regret, because it would have been way better with color. So, yeah. Definitely better with color. I'm trying to clean up my characters. The drawing on the ArtFight has made me, I think, better with drawing more. After making my own characters and making other people's characters, I feel like it's made me better. Like, I know how to use vector way more and all that crap. Man, this must be so confusing to people who do not draw. They're sitting here like, what is stabilization? What is vector? What is all this crap? And the answer is, look it up. So yeah. Just gonna finish. Peter's not even, I know I'm improvising Peter, but as far as I know, it's not even close to being done. I don't know when I want to have it be done. I just know it's not gonna end. It's gonna have a story. It's just, I don't know what it's gonna be. That's pretty much what this consists of. It's gonna be a story. I just don't know what it's gonna be. Like, what is it gonna be about? Is Peter gonna, like, I don't know. Is he gonna, like, kill people? Or is he gonna, like, save someone? Is he bad? Is he good? No one knows. The only thing everyone knows so far is that he just doesn't enjoy being hit in the face with crap. And neither does this guy. This guy has no name. He doesn't matter, so he doesn't have a name. He is just a character created. He does not exist in the universe of Peter. I have like a whole idea on just the characters, because I know that Peter is a main-ish character, and I want to associate him with other characters, not just have it be by himself. What I mean by that is, I think that I'm going to make it so that I have the characters that I've created over time, like Stoner Tony, Peter, the Commercial Man, Bill. Does anybody remember Bill? He was on the last stream for a little bit, and he was just kind of there to talk about, like, I made him and stuff. And he was really old. He was there before any of these guys. Like, he was there before Commercial Man. He was there before Peter. He was there before I had all this. This is Clip Studio I'm using. This was before I had any of that. I made him while I was using Microsoft Whiteboard and Pencil 2D. He was one of the first things I ever made. And Peter was kind of next in line for the major guy. Because it was all going to be Bill. Bill was going to be the character. He was going to be the man. He was going to be the guy. Like, when you think of, like, characters I've created, it's going to be like, you think of, like, Peter. Like, it was going to be Bill originally. Bill was going to be the man. And he still might be. If I ever do end up creating something, it could very well possibly be that Bill will be the main character. And there was actually others. There was these two I had, these two characters called Air and Domino. And Air was dim, while Domino was smart. And they found like a dog or something. That was the plot of that. They didn't get far. Bill didn't get far, and Bill got farther. Bill actually had some solid animation. Like, it wasn't solid, but he did have some. Like, he did have... Question, can I just have that for 2 frames? I can't have that for 2 frames. That's easy. It was going to be... Bill actually did have a solid kind of thing. Like, it had a little bit of audio. It had some animation. Like, it was not good, but it did have some. Like, him walking and getting out of bed. And him walking in his kitchen. But then, I never got audio for him speaking, which ended up just me kind of just getting off of Bill and moving on to another. And it was kind of on and off for that. I didn't do much. I did the Lego City, and then I got this. And I didn't even, when I had this, I didn't even use it for a while since it was so confusing. But now it's really simple for me. And I don't use Pencil 2D anymore. And I created Peter. So yeah. And then after Peter came the Commercial Men. And then Bill, relevant again. You know, Stoner Tony is going to be a very important character. If Peter is going to be around, Stoner Tony is totally going to be around. Stoner Tony, it's all just one. They're all just in the same place at the same time. They live in the same worlds. You know, Peter, Commercial Man, Stoner Tony, they just all hang out. They're all just around. They don't associate. I mean, Peter, obviously the Commercial Men associate, but they won't associate with Peter and Stoner Tony. While Stoner Tony and Peter will do the same to them. And stuff. And I have a bunch of other characters I want to add. I want to have a whole just set of characters. Like, have you ever seen one of the main YouTube channels? Like, if you ever seen one of those main ones where they have like a bunch of different shorts of a bunch of different things? There's obviously big major characters that come back in shorts or have many shorts. I want that to be with this. Like, Peter is going to be serious. Like, he's going to be a character that's in the channel. Same with Stoner Tony. Not all of them. And I want to add more, because that's like 5, and three of them only appear all at the same time. So that's kind of like 3 already. It's just a big, large group of 3. So, yeah. And we could have Bill, so that's like 4. Except Bill won't be with them. Bill will be his own thing. So, yeah. I think the rest of them I'm just going to take from my ArtFight. Because there's 19 characters in total on my ArtFight, including Peter, Stan, Tropical Joe, Pablo the Janitor, Stoner Tony, and the Commercial Men. They're all separate ones. So if you get rid of that, that's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So that's like 13. And Diddy Monster and Elmo Kong are not going to exist whatsoever. Neither is my brother Zombie from Plants vs. Zombies. Same with George Image. He's not going to exist either, since he was just made for crap. So you'll get rid of like 4. So 13, that's like 9 left. There's like 9 characters left. And one of them, I don't think I'm going to have Delmer, because he was just made by random. So that's like 8. Mr. Ronald and Dale, I feel like will be characters. So that's like, Water Dog's not going to be one. That's 7. Pixel Steve is probably not going to be one either. So that's like 6. So all we have left is the characters Frank. I don't know if did I get rid of Delmer already? We have Frank, Mr. Ronald, Dale, Johnny, Carson, and Clutter. Those are all the characters on my ArtFight that I did not eliminate that I want on the channel. And if you want them to look at them, you have to make an account, because I'm too lazy to show them on stream. So, yeah. Those are the people I want to add. Now, it's a big moment in animation of Peter, because it is now time to change from the point of view, like, similar to how it changed from Peter being hit to him looking to this, which, oh my god, the dude's arm is huge. It is going to be 3 characters. It's going to be 3 new people that we're going to have to put. Holy crap, I just realized I could put the Commercial Men. I could totally do that. I didn't even think about that until now. All I knew is, like, man, I need 3 people to go beat up on this one guy. Man, Commercial Men. Like, that could work. I don't know what they'd be doing, but they'd be there, I guess. I don't know if that works. That could work, or it could not work. So, what do you if you're looking at this, if you were looking at this, and I can take chat out, really? What? Also, do you like my background? It's the it's the 4th of July image from my 4th of July no stream video. Can I do this? I can stick stream or chat onto this? No way. That is not what I meant to do. That's amazing. I can zoom up and down. That's really cool. I did not know I could do that. So we now have a chat on the side. And we can put the dock on there, I guess. I don't know if the dock will fit though. Why can't I scrunch it so much? Why can't I just decrease it? Can I zoom out or zoom? Yeah, zoom out. Can I close it more then? No. That can go in the corner, I guess. I'm just gonna have to zoom in and out of the images. So yeah, we got this now. If chat would be, there's like no one in chat, so if there was more in chat, then we could totally do that. But nah. Okay. So it's decision time for Peter the animation. For the 3 people beating up the guy on the ground, should it be commercial men or 3 whole new characters that I just make up off the bat? Honestly, I think that it should be 3 new characters right off the bat, because that is in the entire point of Peter. There is no preparation, nothing. The only preparation that goes into Peter is knowing what I did last time on Peter and slap in bucket tool. So is it commercial men that should be it, or should it be just 3 new ones? 3 new ones. Here, I'll just chuck up an image of commercial men for decisions. Where are they? There they are. So should it? I feel like it shouldn't be these, because I feel like Pablo does not fit. Stan doesn't really fit. I feel like Joe could do it though, because it's Joe. His name is Joe, so I feel like he fits. But if not, 3 new ones. Oh, I just hit my mic, sorry. If we could either have them, which I feel like kind of wouldn't fit, or 3 whole new people, which I feel like would be good. But I'm going to leave it. If anyone wants to answer, then you could always just put it in the chat. I'm gonna go get my drink of water over here at this other table. Okay, I'm back. I grabbed my water from the other table. I didn't bring it over with me, but I drank it. So, I am going to decide, if no one else will, which it doesn't seem like anyone else is deciding, that we are not doing the commercial men. Because I don't want to do the commercial men. I will definitely keep Brick and Murney, because I can do them similar to what I did with Elmo, Kong, stuff. Okay. Also, I changed this so it's blue, like the light blue, like it was for Peter. Like, what size is the window of Peter's is? Because, so, I think I just realized that Peter is... Here, can I pull up another animation I made? I have multiple. We can do... Here's a one I never actually ended up making. It was Rick's commercial of existentialism. It was going to be Rick from Rick and Morty talking about how no one matters and you are going to die. But I never ended up making it, since I didn't want to do the Rick voice. First of all, you see the white? The white does not matter, because if you see the blue line, that's all that's going to show. And this is a rectangle, while Peter's is kind of... It's also a rectangle, but it's a smaller rectangle. So that means if I used Peter in a size of, like, Rick commercial, it would be the entire screen. But since I did not, it's going to end up like the Lego City commercial. Which is, if you never actually watched the Lego City commercial animation I made, it was not made in rectangle form, so it was made square. It was made like a square shape. And if you zoomed in, if you put the video on max, it would show the black bars on the side. which is gonna what happen. It's gonna what happened probably to Peter, since it's not a full rectangle. Unless I think that's what's gonna happen. We could try if I saved an image off maybe, but I think it's gonna happen no matter what. So that kind of sucks. But yeah. Yeah, so there's gonna be black bars for Peter. Rick's commercial never made it, but I still have the Rick in the background I made. I went through like 3 different Ricks making that too. I had one I made. This is one I literally just kind of copied an image and then I added on my own stuff. This is like the more edited version of the one I made. The other one is way less, it's way more splotchy and just crap. And there was one I made with not even looking at an image that came out really bad, so I ended up looking at an image. Which in hindsight, it would still look better if I used stabilization, which I never did. That's why it's dead. Now all I have to deal with is, what was it called? I forget what I made it called. I think it was called, actually I don't think I actually ever made it. Okay, never mind. There was another one I never ended up creating either. It's just because I got lazy. That's a different reason. Also, the doc still exists, so if you're looking at this and if you look in the description, there is a doc that you can go slap on an image. It could be a drawing, it could be an image. If it's, as long as it's not inappropriate, I'll draw it, I guess. I'll deem if it's inappropriate or not when I look at it off on my other monitor. So if you have like your own drawing, or you have like a stock image, you're like, man, I feel like that'd be really cool if someone like made it something else or redrew it or something. You can just slap it on the stream or on the doc. Or you could just ask me to make something in the chat. I can do both. Not doing anything really special right now. Just kind of being here, just talking. It's basically, this is the talkiest stream, and there's only like 2 talking ones, so I guess that's really important. Okay, it is time to make people. So, what is it to people in this animation? They have round heads, okay, and their hair always cuts off the head from being fully round. So if he is not have hair, he is round. He has a round head. And there needs to be 3. Needs to be 3, and their arms are pretty much the same length as their sleeves. So they're just wearing really small t-shirts or shirts. Except Peter. Peter's the only one who does that. And he is wearing a long sleeve. While this guy, his arms are his sleeves. So we'll make character 1. They're all evil. So what do evil people look like? Okay? I keep coming to the mind that they look like bikers or something. So we're just going to create a bald guy first. I don't know how long or big I want the bald guy's head to be. Let's get rid of that. Let's make him first. We can get rid of that. Let's make the bald man. Okay. I feel like his arms should be crossed. You know? Like that's it. There's his. He has a very thick neck. Okay, what did I do with this? Does that look like his arms are crossed? I'm not good with crossing arms. So And he has a coat. So that means it's going to be like that. And that's way too small. He will have a coat, like a leather jacket coat, not like not like, you know, coat. So this is how you make coats. He does look like he has like a winter coat, because I don't know how to draw coats. Okay. He could just have a winter coat, actually. Okay. He has a long body. And we'll give him... That was a weird voice crack. Something like that. So there's one. Should his shirt say anything? I don't know. If you want his shirt to say anything, just throw it in chat. Seriously. There's only been one person in chat this entire time. And he even hasn't been on chat for a while. Maybe like 10 minutes. That's a long time, honestly. Okay, so he'll be like the main one. So he'll be the biggest. So put two smaller guys in the back, I guess. And you'll see more of their bodies. He does not have a face yet, because I don't know what to make his face. We can have, like... I want to make the faces laughing, or like the people laughing, because I feel like that would be cool. So, I feel like we could do that. So I'm going to make the faces last. Next guy. Next guy, he'll have hair. He'll have hair. But first, we need to make his head. And he'll just be like... He's very long, man. So... You can just... yeah. That. And he'll have a short sleeve on. And his arms could be smaller. Okay. Okay. Making progress. And he'll have a belt. Even though you can't see that on... If this ever does become an animation, that will not be seen, because if you see the blue line, I'm pretty sure that means you won't see it. I'm not promising that. I don't know if that's true, but I think that's what's true. So that's what I'm going to go with. But I'm still going to draw it in, because if it ends up being untrue, that would suck. So, yeah. I'm looking at my stream health on the live streaming, and there's this thing that YouTube always comes in contact with an error when I stream, where it's like it experience buffering. So it's just stream is healthy, error, stream is healthy, error, stream is healthy, error. And it doesn't even make sense. It's weird. Because it'll go for a while saying error, and then it'll say it's healthy, and then it'll say error. And there's also the analytics, which is just viewers, chat rate, which is always 0, and playback, which is 7. So yeah. So we have two characters. His arms are huge. I am still awful at making arms. It's hands too. It's always arms and hands. Arm and hammer. You know that. I need to make his hair. His hair, okay. What kind of hair would a total loser have? Because you can tell he's a loser because they're a bunch of nerds throwing paper. And whoever throws paper at people to bully is just a total freaking nerd. Everyone knows that. What bully throws pieces of paper in public at people? No one. So they're nerds. Get some nerd hair. Nerd hair. Does that look like nerd hair? Waiting for someone to say your hair or my hair. I can't draw my hair. I haven't had a haircut in like 5 months, okay? It is too big for me to draw. If I wanted to do that, I'd end up drawing like the Uncle It or whatever it was from Adam's Family. The freaking dude who is just all hair. That's me. That's what I am. That's him. He is a nerd. He has freckles. All nerds have freckles. His freckles are black because I'm too lazy to make them another color. So yeah, we got the two. Now we need a third one. And I feel like if we want any type of nerd, she should obviously he'll have like a head, obviously. He'll have a tank. He'll have a wife beater. And he'll have a hat. There's a hat. It's just is backwards. So you know. You know, that's how hats work. Okay, so we have the 3 bodies. Now we need the faces. And so I think we're just gonna have like the line eyes. All the characters are gonna have line eyes, I think. I think so. I guess we could have like circle eyes. I want to put Stoner Tony in this. I know the whole point of Peter is supposed to be it's not supposed to have any preparation, but I want Stoner Tony to be in it because it's Stoner Tony, and he is going to be with Peter. They will be friends. They will like it. They will like being friends. They're forced it. So we are going to give the main person, the person in the middle, eyes. No, we gotta draw the eyebrows first because he's gotta look angry. He's looking into your soul. Okay, now we need a nose. There we go. That looks like a nose of a man who would an adult who would bully other adults. I never said what age Peter was. I don't know. I don't even know what age Peter is at all. But he is age. He is just age. It's like, have you ever had like a non-applicable on like a something? That's what he's like. He is going to have a weird smile. He is going to look like a Family Guy character. He does look like a Family Guy character. That is the man who would be on Family Guy. You know. You have a chin. Oh. Chin. Oh, stop doing that. Chin. Oh, that's too thick. Chin. Okay, the chin's frozen. It's freezing up. It doesn't like that I made a chin. So we have character number 1. They don't have names. Only Peter has a name. Because I don't know what to name the guy on the floor, and I don't know what to name these guys. I feel like the middle guy's name would be Glenn. He looks like Quagmire from Family Guy to me. Maybe it's just because I made his teeth. He has an extreme overbite. Next is... He is... Man. He has a scrawny nose. And he is Kid. Kid. He is a premature kid, and he doesn't know how to shave. So he has a mustache. So that's the two. That's the two characters. I don't want to give him the mustache. I was joking. I kind of like it like that. I kind of like it not having both sides. I think I prefer how I accidentally made it. And the third one. The third guy. How would he look? I want him to have big eyebrows. I'm too lazy to remake them, so I just gotta make it right. So we're just gonna... Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Just turn him a little. Oh, crap, I hit cancel. Just turn him a little. Okay, and now next up is to make this one. And turn it a little. And move it a little. Okay, so I feel like he would have like that nose. He is the gangster one. He is the gangster one. The middle guy is the business one, and the side one on the left is just Kid. He doesn't have a name. None of them have names. They're just all just decided on how they look. Which is that. So, next, we just gotta make... sweatshirt. Okay, wife beater. It's like white, but it's kind of dirty, so it's grayish. He is like a tan. And he has brown hair. But he has black eyebrows. Okay. The kid will be... No, I don't want a kid to look like that. Kid will be pale. That's not pale. Is this pale? That's kind of pale. And his shirt will be purple. And his hair will be very dark brown. Is this brown? That looks like brown. And the middle guy. Middle guy will just be the skin color I used for the two other characters. Fix that a little. Okay. Should probably fix this up before I actually start doing crap. Should have been drawn on a vector, man. If I drew on a vector layer, I could actually just edit it. So it would, first of all, it would cut clean with the eraser. And I could make it where I could adjust the lengths and stuff. Okay, I forgot to give the dude's hat a color, and I think it'll just be like a dark red. And this will be a lighter red. Okay. Does he look like a character from a Flash game? Why does anyone else think that he looks like a character from a Flash game? Like, he kind of looks like if I made a really bad version of one of, like, the Papa Pizzeria customers. Like, his name, he'll come in, his name is, like, Tony or something, or Alberto. And the guy on the middle will have a black coat. And he'll have a very dark, he'll have a white shirt, too. White shirt. Might seem pointless, I'm dyeing that white, but trust me, when I put in the background... Actually, no, never mind. It wouldn't have worked at all. It would have actually just been the same. If I used a background, it would have worked. Oh, look at this all-star cast, man. Would it change the purple shirt? That's better. That's way better. Oh, yeah, I forgot the color in his belt. His belt will be black. It's gray. Okay. Now we just need the color. What the hell was the color again? I forget what the color was for the original background. That's right. So there we go. We still have the dock. The dock still exists. It's still something you can throw images on. If you want images thrown on, if you want an image drawn, if you made it, it doesn't matter. You just gotta follow the rules at the top. Seriously. No one is like following the freaking rules. And it kinda sucks. Some people do. Some people do, and I respect them for that. Some people eventually do. I respect them for that. But some people just go on, and I tell them, hey, look at the rules, and they don't. And that sucks, because the reason one of the rules are there is because it's like, hey, this guy, thanks to this guy for having me draw this or that or whatever. But I can't. Why does the middle guy look like Gru? He looks like Gru to me. He is going to take the moon with Kid. Okay, I think let's make names. Okay, we'll just have side names. They won't actually be named that if they do ever become characters. Maybe. The kid on the left, or the left. Kid on the left. He will be named Dom. Okay. Guy on the right will be named Alberto, or Albert for short. The guy in the middle will be Timothy. He will be Timothy. He will be the only grown man in existence with the name Timmy, but not have it turn into Tim when he's older. Alright, so we got our cast. We got Dom, Timothy, and Alberto. They're the bad guys here. Okay, I don't really know where to go from here. So we got the guys. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to give them a few seconds of frame. You know what? No, I'm not actually going to do that. We're going to make it so we're going to make it so Timothy kind of like squints his eyes. It makes Timothy hard to draw the fact that he has no hair to stop me. I could probably just not make a whole shape, but I don't want to do that. Okay. That's a way better nose. Holy crap. Okay, so we got him. So far, so good. Man, I wish I was kind of smoother. No, I can say. I just wanted this to be smoother. That's kind of smooth. And I messed that up. Very exciting. Very exciting commentary. Never much of a commentary man. It was always my brother. He was way better at commentary. That's why he's trying to be the gaming channel, and I am doing this. Should he move? Like up and down a little? Like should he like move a little? I feel like he should move a little. I feel like that makes sense. At this point, I'm just following lines. Because the outlines. You know what? Do I really need to put like the arms length? Like, could I just do this? I feel like I could just do that. We can fix this a little too. Give his arms more, like, makes sense more. Okay, there's one. Make his arm a little longer, I guess. Doesn't even really matter. Still. And I guess we could make Dom's mouth smile. Like, we could make him, like, instead of just, like, showing his teeth, the smile, I guess. Yeah, let's do that. You know what? I have a small break right now. I have a small break. I'm gonna go do something real fast. I'm just gonna leave this image on the screen. Okay. Be back. I'm back. I have now learned that I think you guys could have heard my computer the entire time making a loud humming. Does it sound better when I move my mic? Or does it just make my voice work? Is it like worth it? Or does it actually really make a difference? Like at all? I ran up the stairs, so I'm exhausted. I don't know why. Does my voice sound worse if I move the mic over away from the computer, and does it make the computer soft? Like, does it make the computer quieter? I would like this to be answered because it benefits you guys, not me. So, you can answer it, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. Oh, my dog's here. Hey. What are you doing? What are you doing? Nope. You want to come sit on the couch? Or no? It didn't answer the question. Here, you want to come sit on the couch? Okay. My dog's in here now. Okay, I have been updated that it is not worth it. Maybe I could just jam a pillow where my computer is or something. What do you think, Reggie? The dog. He is scratching himself. What are you doing in here? Oh, there he goes. He wants out now. He's opening the door. It was cracked. He opened it by himself. He's not the smartest dog in existence. We took him to the dog park and he ran into the fence. Don't know really how he did it. Just know he did. And that's smart dog. I don't think there's ever gonna be a good opportune time of me knowing how to draw hands and arms. Why is it so difficult to draw hands and arms and feet and stuff? Feet are so much easier, man. If I could just make, you know, like, just like some, like, pretty much just all the same age. They really don't have an age. Oh, I think my stream just cut out for a second. See how it is. It's looking good, but it messed up a little. It's kind of freaked out, but I think it's working. I should probably make the freckles like an actual size or actual like color to just black. Is starting to smile. I don't know how to make smiles either. I mean, I did it pretty well with the guy in the middle. Don't really know how. we finally have, where is it? Finally have another image from in the dock, and it's another goddamn Sesame Street. It's another Sesame Street character. There's so many. I don't want to do more Sesame Street. I don't want to go to Sesame Street, man. I just want to go home. It's too scary at Sesame Street. There's a bird there, and he can't fly. Okay. I'm kind of glad he can't fly. If he could fly, that'd be utterly terrifying. Because he's big. Never caught his name, though. That big bird. Big bird. Boy. Oh, it's saving. I think Alberto is the easiest one to make. Specifically because he has no neck. And he has way less lines. Like his body just consists of like 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 lines. And meanwhile, like the other ones are like, first of all, he has a bunch. Timothy has a bunch. Dom has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's like 7 lines. Which I kind of think kind of goes for both long and short sleeve shirts. But Alberto is just a lift beater. So yeah. Alberto. Silly Alberto. Tricks are for kids. Didn't you know that? I didn't know how he did not know that. Silly Alberto. I'm just gonna do this. Just take all the colors and just slap them on. I don't think I really need to figure out that, like some of the colors. I just do it to make sure. I've been wrong before. Okay, I think I might have been right there. I don't think there's any reason for me to do that. Dom, his skin is... I am voice cracking. That second one was on purpose, but just because my other one was so bad. And his shirt's gonna obviously be eye dropped. Eye drop is pretty much, I use it to take colors from one thing to another. It is so much easier that way than just guessing. So much easier. I kept doing it. I could have done it with the guy on the floor, but no. I just kept looking back, and I kept looking back. I'm like, does this look right? Does this look right? Did I not color that dude's teeth or his eyes? That's kind of scary looking. Let's fix that. I swear he looks like Quagmire. His teeth make him look like Quagmire. To me. I don't know why, but it does. Kind of looks like Quagmire. I'm not doing that Sesame Street character. I cannot do. No, I can't do any more Sesame Street. I don't want to do anymore. I think the scariest part is it looks like a dude in a costume. I don't want to do any more Sesame Street. Elmo Kong and Diddy Monster were funny, and then there was Brick and Murney, which was kind of funny. Now it's just too much. It's too much freaking Elmo. Please, just stop with the Elmo. If you want to have an image, do not have it be Elmo. There's so much Elmo. I think it's gonna kind of be consistent that Timothy in the middle is probably gonna be the easiest one, because I pretty much remember the skin color by memory since Peter and the guy on the ground used it. And most of his body just consists of black and white. Like that's the black. That's the black on the jacket, and the white is the middle of the teeth. The only thing that might be a little difficult is the gray, because similar throwback to the guy on the ground, that is what I did with him. I would just look back. I'm like, is that right? Is that right? Is that right? The one downfall about how I keep saying I want a vector, you cannot bucket while vectoring. You'll have to rasterize it. So, we've been going for like an hour 50. Made seriously good progress though. Why did I save 2? Does it just do that now? Did I mess it up? What the heck? I hit the wrong button. Question, if I do this, and then I do this, no, not what I meant to do. This. Ha! Which cell even is this? It's like 86. Huzzah! That is so much easier. I didn't mess it up either. So, this exists now, I guess. None. Nope, I guess I can't draw that. It's just a vector layer. What type even is it? It's 89. I don't want to mess it up, so we're not doing that, I guess. So we're just gonna stick with lines and just hope I don't mess them up too much. I think this is gonna be, I'm gonna get to this frame, and then I think that's gonna be it for the stream. Also, I didn't add anything to Alberto like I did with these two kooks, because Alberto is just stone cold Alberto. Alberto, you're stone cold, and then he just doesn't answer because he's that cold. He is so cold, bro. Even in the wintertime, he sleeps with the air conditioning on and the fan in max. His power bills suck, so he has no one to rent with, so that just makes him more stone cold. Everything he eats, it's in the freezer because he's just that cold. Like, even crap you're not supposed to put in the freezer, like, he'll, like, put some, like, cereal and milk, just jam it in the freezer. Okay, like, again, I'm just gonna lower his head a little. You know what? I feel like I liked my idea from last time. I'm gonna go with that again. Okay, then we just... Okay. Oh. Nope. Just let me lower it. Jeez. Okay, we can run through it one time. Okay. Ready to watch the evolution of my animating skill and my absolute idiocy on how to make, or on making this entire thing, not knowing how to use stabilization. Onion skin was not that good. Shading was awful, and it got progressively better, but better is really not that good either, since I still have a lot to learn. Yeah. I have no idea what I'm doing like half the time. I just know I'm coloring and stuff. Okay, go. See, look at that. Look how well that was compared to the freaking like the first part. That was so good. Oh, we made it to the end of the stream. Okay, just remember, if you liked it, subscribe. I'm gonna write down all the words like I'm a teacher. Subscribe, okay. Here's a little YouTube. I turned stabilization off, so it's all really crappy. Check out my Twitter if you have it. Okay, let's make a bird. Tweet. See, this is the difference. This is the difference that if I had stabilization, it would make it so much better, but it would be harder to write. And if you could check out my ArtFight, it's in the description. That'd be cool. Let's get like a paintbrush, okay, and then just like a pen. That's a pen. Okay. Pencil. If you could subscribe, if you liked it, if you have Twitter, check it out, and if you want to check out my ArtFight, you can. Hell, you could even join a team and then draw stuff yourself. Something just fell. Hold on. Hold on. Someone needs to hold on. And that's about it. Oh, and check out my second channel. It's a great name. It's Herobrine 464. And the image is Delmer, so here's a Delmer. Why it's named that? That's the name my Xbox was when I was like 8. That's what I named myself. And that's where the Elmo Kong and stuff comes from. That's the channel I posted it on. So yeah. Very good stream. We did a lot of progress in doing the audio. We had a lot of progress in Peter. We had a lot of Elmo crap. So yeah, I feel like we did pretty good. We did pretty good. And now to end the stream on something good. Elmo Kong. Yeah. There's a secret at the end of the Elmo Kong too. It's great. Secret at the end. Doesn't want to load. There it is.